against Nida Khan, and she's being investigated. And now joining me is Ms. Rashmi Samant. She's an author, and Mr. Sumit Peer, he's a political commentator. I'd like to go across to Rashmi first. Rashmi, what do you make of all of this?
Well, firstly, I think it's extremely harrowing and disturbing to see such an event, such an incident come to light. And the very fact that it's been going on from 2022 to 2026, one can imagine the kind of intimidation that must have gone, by for the women to be unable to report it for such a long time. And the very fact that there had to be an undercover operation for this entire, incident to be unearthed. It reminds me of the grooming gangs in Britain. For a very long time, they went unabashed by all of their crimes. It was very systemic. It was driven by religious intent, coercion. There was a lot of, recordings. It initially started off with some sort of conditioning, as in this case, there were some promises of marriage, but then it turned into an absolute criminal ring where women were being intimidated. And it took a very long time for even that case to come out in Britain. Even when it did come out, the prosecution was excessively slow and the women were, the justice was delayed. We see similar patterns in India as well. I saw similar patterns in Udupi where women were being recorded in washrooms and the same tapes were being used to blackmail them religiously, which became the famous sort of voyeurism case in Udupi. Right. We see the similarity in, the Ajmer case as well. There was no videotaping then, but then, there were photographs, etc. So there is a pattern here that we're seeing, and the pattern has, changed with time. It has been reinvented with time, and now, it's entered the corporate structure as well. What I'm afraid is that we've just scratched the surface, and that the problem is much more deeper. And my heart goes out to all the women who, might be even enduring this. I think the role is for this to become a big national outrage, so that it can give courage to other women facing such persecution to come out and speak.
All right, I want to go across now to Mr. Sumit Peer. Pardon me. Mr. Peer, the fact of the religious aspect in this, forcible coercion, one, what do you have to say about that? And the second part of my question is, with the Maharashtra government stepping in, do you see this becoming a political flashpoint?
So it's an assault on the Hindu ethos, beliefs. It's a very systematic emergence of corporate jihad in our country, which was not seen before. And for 4 years, these people have been trying to evade all kinds of systems. It puts a question mark on how does TCS function internally. If Mr. Ratan Tata would have been alive today, I think he would be the man who would have regretted it the most. I have the greatest of respect for him and the Tatas. But how in such a big organization this could happen? Look, this is a very systematic procedure. The people come in, they find the Hindu girls. They coax them, they blackmail them, they make videos, the videos are circulated, they are blackmailed, they are forced to have sex with the colleagues. That is what the allegations are there. So it can't be one of a random thing. Then the HR is there. The lady is trying to, kind of enable all this. She's trying to hide everything. All the guards are put off. It is a systematic mafia. It's a systematic nexus. It's a systematic corporate jazz which has emerged, and Rashmi is right, because we are just scratching the surface. I mean, we have covered an inch of a football field. That is what we are. There are allegations I've seen on social media of Tech Mahindra happening, various other companies where they're happening. It's like the emergence of a Me Too movement. Me Too started with something, then it became a tsunami, and that is what is happening. I mean, here it is very clear that Hindu girls are targeted. It's very clear that they're blackmailed. It's very clear they're sexually abused. It's very clear that, there's even, we can say there's even a forced rape which is happening on them. And it's very clear that the system is molded and meant and twisted in a way so that nothing goes out and nothing reaches to the people who are in the echelons of power. Though, Maharashtra police deserves my salute, the lady officer who cracked this, because they had to go undercover into it, because these corporates at times can be very tricky. Oh, it's our corporate policy. No, we take care of it and all. Then they have to go undercover. Imagine crops going undercover. It took them 30, 40 days to, break. See how tightly it was sealed. See what kind of a planning went in. And if you think these are just a couple of boys and girls who got together to do it, I am seeing what should be investigated by the NIA. Is there a Pakistani angle to it? Has money coming from the Middle East? Who is funding this all? Ma'am, look, very sure, without money, this can't happen. Nobody will risk his career. Nobody will do this. So are we seeing a new aspect wherein Muslim boys are infiltrated into the corporate with the intent and intention that at the right point of time you start doing the business? It's like you kind of get a mole into a system, keep him there. At the right point of time you activate the mole and he starts breaking the system within. Now, how is it possible? There are a couple of Muslim guys. There's a HR. Have they been put under a plan here? That is what TCS needs to investigate. There's nothing to investigate what happened and what didn't happen. It's out in the open. But what TCS needs to investigate and what Mr. Chandrasekhar needs to ensure that this is not happening anywhere. What Mr. Mahindra needs to ensure it is not happening anywhere. And what are the safeguards in place? It never happens everywhere. And let's not only limit it to TCS or Tech Mahindra or IT companies. Look at all the corporates around the world. Is the emergence of corporate jihad the new reality where love jihad, land jihad, ye jihad, wo jihad? I mean, this is a new jihad we are facing. And for the sake of God, where another jihad is not there, thuk jihad hai, phuk jihad hai. Everywhere, what the hell is happening? Who is funding this? Where the money is coming from? And if corporates can't take the responsibility and can't ensure the safety of a Hindu girls in India, in a corporate like TCS or a Tech Mahindra, or for that matter anywhere, then there is a big question mark, ma'am. There's a big question mark on the people who are owning it or the people leading it. You can't have Islamists enter, infiltrate your systems and whack your reputation and blow it into smithereens. That is what has happened. I have the greatest of respect for TCS, but what I am seeing right now, it is blown to smithereens. How can the TCS board, how can those board members let it happen? You can't be politically correct. You can't have Islamists entering there. You can be people who can be funded from anywhere from Middle East, Pakistan, God knows where, Muslim Brotherhood. They can be asked to enter, and their job is not to deliver a project. They are not looking for a career there. They are not looking for a job there. They have nothing to do with you. They are there to blow your organization. They are there to blow the ethos of the organization. What is the loss to the goodwill of the Tata brand? What is the loss of goodwill to the Tech Mahindra brand? And what happens? Are we to say that Hindu girls in India are not safe? Are we to say there are corporate vultures and Islamists there who will kind of blackmail you, who will forcefully rape you, who will get you to convert to Islam, who will make you feed beef, and it happens under, in India, in today's India, Sanatani Bharat, ma'am, it is a big disaster because the people I'm talking about is the youth of India. Is the youth of India. That's where our things are. And what are the females? Females are the most important component of the society. For us, female is the root of Adi Shakti, Mata Adi Shakti.
Mr. Peer, I'll just come back to you. I have to show our viewers something. Please